if we fall out, brethren, we go all out. We were never, what's the family, them fathers brawl out. From everywhere we crawl out, we ready to brawl out. Fire burn, our friend is family, we ball out. Now we jumping with the family, with the family, when we come to we mash up back, turn up dance, we like a army. Cause everybody jump it up together, jump it up together, mash it up together, mash it up together, wave it up together, wave it up together, jump it up together.
Show. Mr. Qudsi, I'm speechless. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the superb Emirates Youth Symphony Orchestra and their acclaimed conductor, Mr. Riyad Qudsi. It's an honor, sir. And of course, to the wonderful Circus Zambia, who we will all see again later. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا ميسون عزام أحييكم في هذا اليوم المميز، يوم الطفل العالمي، حيث نحتفي بالطفل ونحتفل معه أيضاً. هذا اليوم مميز أيضاً لأنه ذكرى 75 عام حول إنشاء أو منذ إنشاء منظمة اليونيسف. كل عام واليونيسف بألف خير، وكل عام وكل أطفال العالم بألف خير. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maysoon Azzam, and I am your host for today. So welcome to World Children's Day. It's a very special celebration this year as we are marking, as I said in Arabic, the 75th anniversary of UNICEF. World Children's Day is an annual day of action by children for children. This World Children's Day, it's more important than ever that the world listens to what our children have to say. Across the Expo site, children and young people are discussing and creating solutions for the climate emergency, the education crisis, the mental health epidemic, and other ways to make the future for our children better. So I believe there is room for optimism. And what better place to do that than right here at Expo 2020, Dubai. Together with the UAE Ministry of Community Development and UNICEF, we welcome you to this very special event, which will be full of music, extraordinary performances, stories, and poetry by some truly inspirational young people from across 5 continents. But first, may I introduce Her Excellency Hessa bint Essa Abu Hamid, Minister of Community Development for the UAE. Your Excellency, the stage is yours.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, welcome to this wonderful afternoon We are celebrating right here from Expo 2020 Dubai, one of the most remarkable days of the year, 20th of November, which marks the World Children's Day. Welcome to this celebration, and right here from the heart of Expo, I'm honored to speak to you in this celebration, an event of great importance to set the vision for our future, the future generations, the children of the world. With this comes a lot of responsibilities and commitments towards the well-being of our children, the children of the world. And from this stage, we in the UAE assure to provide all children with their needs and meet their aspirations. Also, together, we are here to design with you the beautiful future of the world. A future which we foresee right from Dubai to the world, which is going to be a beautiful, bright future, an inclusive future, a future that welcomes everyone on board. And from this occasion and on this occasion, please allow me to quickly mention to you one of the most important initiatives that Dubai and the United Arab Emirates have presented to the world, which is the school platform, the leading e-learning platform that provides distinguished educational content in Arabic and other languages for the topics of science, mathematics, and a lot of much more very interesting topics, all free of charge for the future, for the children of the future, that is now being viewed and used for educational purposes by more than 50 billion, hopefully 50 million students around the world. This platform is one of the initiatives that was launched by Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep on speaking because we've got a beautiful afternoon to witness and enjoy. But once again, I welcome you all to the celebration. I'd like to express our deepest appreciation and gratitude for everyone who have put this beautiful effort to make this day and this afternoon a remarkable, memorable day to all of us. Once again, happy Children's Day to everyone and to the world. Thank you.
Now, I would like to introduce the remarkable Abby Chams, one of the youngest influencers in Africa. She's a multi-award-winning singer, songwriter, and musician. She's an entrepreneur in her home country of Tanzania and is committed to her community, creating awareness for gender equality and mental health through her popular youth program, Teen Talks with Abby Chams. Abby was appointed as a Unicef Youth Advocate in 2020, and we are thrilled to have her here to sing her hit, Reimagine. Children, ladies and gentlemen, Abby Chams.
Don't wanna love with my expectations. I believe what Reimagining my education, where I face no discrimination. Don't wanna lower my expectations. I believe one day we'll be that nation. No. When a child faces discrimination, every child can get an education. Watoto wetu tuwatie moyo, sisi ndio taifa la kesho. Asante Mungu serikali yetu, watoto wote wanapata haki. Asante Mungu serikali yetu, watoto wote wanapata haki. Tuki mazingira ya amani, tuwaweke mbali na ukatili. Protected from abuse and free from violence, for every child the right to happiness.
What a beautiful song. Thank you so and much. A beautiful message. And a beautiful outfit. Tell me, is it handmade?
Thank you.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Abby. On this special occasion, what's your vision? And how do you reimagine the future of children?
I reimagine a future for every child that is free from violence and free from discrimination. I believe that children are the future, and not just the leaders of tomorrow, but also the leaders of today, but that's only if given a chance and an opportunity. So that means tearing down all barriers and giving every child the opportunity to be the best version of themselves, you know, energizing children, counting them and investing in them, because I believe investing in children lasts forever.
Thank you very much, Abby. And now Abby will sing us a song called Tu Cheze?
Yes,
Did it pronounce
Tu
it
Cheze.
right? It means let's dance. So let's dance. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Let
so much and happy World Children's Day.
I would like now to invite another extraordinary young woman, Miss Elli Choi, to the stage. A soloist with the Emirates Youth Symphony Orchestra. Elli has been performing since the age of 3. Yes, 3. She is a highly accomplished musician and is currently studying at Columbia University while also enrolled at the Juilliard School in New York City. Elli is quickly establishing herself as one of the most exciting and skilled violinists of her generation. Welcome, Elli. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Elli, what does it mean to you to be part of this beautiful young orchestra?
I think EYSO is more than an orchestra. It's more like a family.
Home.
Yeah, it's more like home. And I don't know, I live more than 16 hours away by flight, but every time I return, I always feel like I'm coming home. So
Wow,
it's definitely a family.
that's really touchy. From the heart. So, Ali, on this day, what's your vision for the future of children?
Well, I remember just right before Her Highness was talking about, all these online courses for reading math, reading English. But I think music should also be one of them because I think music is like the only universal language where you don't have to
Your Excellency, do we have a music also, initiatives? I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it's as important as any other subject out there because we can all speak it. Yeah.
It's the language that we all understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And now Elli Choi, with the Emirates Youth Symphony Orchestra, will perform Vivaldi's Four Seasons, Spring, La Primavera, first movement, followed by Paganini Moto Perpetuo. introduce you to a very special guest who we are so honored to have here with us, with a beautiful smile. At 15, Gitanjali Rao was named Time Magazine's first Kid of the Year. She's an inventor. I have more. She's an inventor, a scientist, author, and a huge advocate for kids to take up STEM subjects at school. And she's still only 16, right?
Turned 16 yesterday.
Yes. So welcome. And tell me, how did it feel to become Time Magazine's first Kid of the Year?
Yeah, I have a mic with me. But first of all, thank you so much all for having me. And it's just such an honor to be here, honor to be on this stage. It was beyond honoring and humbling, and I couldn't have even imagined the possibility. But it's given me so many further opportunities, and it's not only allowed me to elevate my voice, but also involve more youth in the wonderful world that STEM and science and innovation is, and I'm super, super grateful for that.
And you're working on a project with Unicef and involving artificial intelligence?
It is, yeah.
tell
So
us?
currently with Unicef, I'm working on a service called Kindly, which is an artificial intelligence-based service to help detect and prevent cyberbullying messages. The exciting thing about it is available for everyone to contribute. So it is made by teenagers for teenagers, for anyone to look at which words are being flagged. And hopefully soon it'll be available, so it's partnered with other platforms. So Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media you use will almost have a Kindly-based cyberbullying filter on it so that you can be aware of what you're saying on the internet.
Oh, that's really interesting. She deserves a round of applause.
Thank
Don't you
you.
think so? And what about the app that you created? Is it another one, or is it?
It's the same one. It's just
it's
what I've been working with. I created a beta
I thought
version
you
at
have
the
two.
beginning. Oh, yeah, I have quite a few, actually. I created another one to help detect for lead in drinking water, which is paired with the device, and another application which reads out the results for a device that diagnoses for opioid addiction at an early stage.
My goodness. Oh, my God. That's really
Thank you.
amazing. So tell me, on this incredible day,
Yeah.
what's your vision for children?
I have quite a few visions, but I think my biggest one is to see a future where each and every student has access to education, irrespective of where they are. We're living in super interesting times, but we're still facing so many challenges with 258 million children and youth around the world who don't have access to education, irrespective of the pandemic. And that's the real danger. And I would love to see a future where each and every student has access to that, but also has access to innovation and problem-based learning resources. We were talking about music as well, and I think everything involves this sense of critical thinking and problem solving. And I believe that if each student can really be involved in that, then we're solving global problems one step at a time.
It sounds easy.
Yeah.
Solve problems.
It's,
And it is.
I think it's
With
really...
incredible women like you, I'm sure it will be solved. Your time. Very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And that was really inspiring, I think. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. It's windy today. The weather is amazing. So, now, please welcome Vazquez Sounds, a brilliant band out of Mexico, made up of 3 siblings, Abe, Gus, and Angie Vazquez. Not only have they had top 10 hits on the Mexican charts, more than 500 million views on YouTube, and a nomination for a Latin Emmy, but in 2020, the band was named as UNICEF ambassadors for their commitment to the rights of children and teenagers. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, a very warm welcome to V Sounds with their song, Natalia.
Natalia se pierde en sus ojos de mar. su voz que la sabe tocar. Lo ve y se estremece y a los 17 se asoma su fragilidad. Natalia maquilla su piel de rosal, teñida de púrpura y sal, y espera las tardes con gozo culpable, los juegos de guerra y de paz. Y llora porque le tuvo fe. Y llora porque no puede con él. Y va Natalia dejando escarchas de piel, herida del alma, ahogando en su almohada los sueños que no puede ver. Natalia, cansada de amar y perder, le pide al arcángel Miguel que corte las vendas de aquella fe ciega que le hacen volver a caer. Y llora porque le tuvo fe. Y llora porque no puede con él. Y va Natalia dejando escarchas de piel, herida del alma, ahogando en su almohada los sueños que nunca ve. Y llora porque le tuvo fe. Y llora porque no puede con él. Y va Natalia dejando escarchas de piel, herida del alma, ahogando en su almohada los sueños que nunca ve. Ahogando en su almohada los sueños que nunca ve. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Named UNICEF ambassador in
Yes.
2020. Tell us, what does it mean to you?
We were named UNICEF
How important it is for you?
ambassadors, yes, and it's such a pleasure. And honestly, it just means so much to us being able to share the message of UNICEF across our music and be a voice for the youth. We are convinced that our generation is the generation that will change the world for a better place. So we're
How
just so
do you
happy.
vision the better place?
I think it's a lot of areas of opportunity for the youth to change, education-wise, mental health-wise. We work a lot with UNICEF for all of that.
That's interesting. Thank you very much, and we'd like to hear more songs.
Of course.
V-Sound, ladies
Thank
and
you so
gentlemen.
much. Si me pierdo, tú me encuentras. Si me enfermo, tú me curas. De picada, tú me detendrás. Si tropiezo, me levanto. que río como un niño canto, por tu encanto vuelo, me haces despegar. Thank you so much. Happy World Children's Day.
Well done. Please welcome back the magnificent Emirates Youth Symphony Orchestra conducted by Mr. Riyad Qudsi to perform first up Vivaldi's Violin Concerto in G major, first movement. The stage is yours. Mr. Qudsi, that was wonderful. And I can't hold myself but shake hands. I'm safe.
Thank you.
I'm vaccinated.
Thank you.
Welcome. So honored to see you. من علمني حرفاً كنت له عبداً. هذه قيمة المعلم. You're a legend, sir. And I know that you founded this orchestra 25 years ago.
Yeah, 27 now.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, 27 years ago. That's really nice. So how important it is for you to bring music to the life of children?
Well, music is the life and is the international language. That's in the UAE. There are more than 200 nationalities, all living in this peace land and love land. That's why our orchestra is symbolized really united nation in the UAE. And we are proud that we are Emirates National Symphony Orchestra.
And we're proud of you.
We thank you very much.
They deserve a big round of applause, don't they? Thank you very much, Mr. Qudsi. And the orchestra will now perform for us again Vivaldi's Violin Concerto in G minor, first movement. Thank you very much. I would like now to introduce a very special guest who is not only the president, actually. I would like to introduce now, and I have great pleasure to invite Emirati poet Mazna Al-Amri with Al-Ah, not Amri. So Mazna Al-Amri to join me on stage to celebrate World Children's Day here at Al-Wasl Plaza. مزنة العامري، أهلا وسهلا فيك. شددت علي قبل اللقاء إنه نقول العامري مش الآمري. أهلا وسهلا فيك.
يا مرحبا.
سعيدين بوجودك معنا هون.
وأنا أكثر.
خبرينا شو اللي بيلهمك لتكتب القصائد؟
أول شيء أرحب بالحضور من صغير وكبير، وأهنيكم بمناسبة هذا اليوم المميز، وكل عام أطفال العالم بخير. واللي ألهمني إني أكتب هاي القصيدة إن هذا اليوم بالنسبة لي أنا كطفلة إماراتية يعتبر عيد لنا ونحتفل فيه مع كل أطفال العالم، وحبيت أترجم الإحساس واللي أحس به في كلمات كتبتها وقصيدتي بعنوان 20 من نوفمبر.
طيب نسمعها وبرجع بسألك سؤال
إن شاء الله.
تفضلي.
سلام سلام من دار الوفا دار زايد، أرض المحبة والتعايش والإسلام. سلام سلام للعالم شعوبه وبدايد، لا تفرقة لا عنصرية ولا خصام. اليوم هذا دون الأيام نايد، يوم البراءة والطهارة والأحلام. 20 نوفمبر عسى دوم عايد، تاريخ نستحضره عام ورا عام. تاريخ نكتب فيه نثر وقصايد، تاريخ يحفظ حق ويثبت أحكام. يوم الطفل عيد الطفل به نزايد، زهرات نرويها محبها وهندام. هم زينة الدنيا وطيب وفرايد، وحقوقهم ما هي لبايع وسوام. عهد علينا دونهم ما نحايد، وننثر محبتنا لهم عبر الإعلام. وفي ظل أبو سلطان شيخ العوايد، موى الغلابة والأرامل والأيتام. لا ظلم لا تقصير والأمن سايد، هو الأب وإخوانه وأخوال وعمام. وأم الوطن حصدنا معها الشهايد، نهر العطا وأم المكارم والإلهام. هي السند والعون وقت الشدايد، وحق النساء والطفل مع فاطمة قام. هي السند والعون وقت الشدايد، وحق النساء والطفل مع فاطمة قام. سلامتكم.
مزنة يعطيك ألف عافية، وراح أقول بالإماراتي صح الله لسانك.
صح الله بدنك.
الله يخليكي. مزنة بس باختصار سريع، أنت نشطة في مجال البرلمان العربي والإماراتي للطفل، ومما يعني أن هناك رسالة تريدين أن توجهيها. خبرينا عن هذه الرسالة.
الطفل هو الحلم والأمل المنتظر والمستقبل، هو المستقبل أصلاً. رسالتي لكل طفل وأطفال العالم أن نعيش بحب وسلام، ونحافظ على قيمنا وقيم أهلنا وجدودنا، ونرسم أحلامنا بكل شغف وطموح.
شكراً جزيلاً لك. تحية كبيرة لمزنة العامري. I would like now to listen to the music. I would like now to introduce a very special guest who is not only the president of the Asian Paralympic Committee and a world champion in table tennis, but he's also the UNICEF National Ambassador from UAE. I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Majid Al-Asaimi. Welcome. Together with Sarah Abdulla and some members of the Emirati Youth Paralympic team. I think you would need to introduce them if you don't mind.
Unless if they want to sing. Okay.
Would you like to introduce your team?
Yes, it's a pleasure. First of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
وعليك السلام والرحمة.
Thank you all for being here with us today in this great event. Of course, part of the events, I think it's the main part of the event, that participating of our national youth team, UAE national youth teams, who will participate in 10 days from now in the Asian Youth Para Games in Bahrain.
Well done.
Those are representative of the national team, which they are sitting over there, all of them. Can you raise your hand? We have Sarah Abdullah. She's playing shot put. Sani Shahi, table tennis. Muhammad Al-Shahi, a wheelchair racer. And Rashid Al-Muharrami, he's a boccia player. And we have Mansour Al-Ghais. He's a wheelchair racer as well, class 34.
The troublemaker.
Yes.
He is.
Not only Mansour, Muhammad Al-Shahi also. And I will tell you why. Sarah, everybody is waiting about your news, the national team news. You're going to Bahrain in 10 days.
Yes, that's
Yes?
right. Yes.
What do you want to tell them about your preparation?
Well, our vision when we go to Bahrain is, of course, to participate and also to gain knowledge and experience the nice atmosphere there and also to compete. But the most important thing, and inshallah, to win the golden medal.
That's
Inshallah,
great. That's
of
great.
course.
That's great. Now, we are, I know, Sarah, give me the microphone. I'm changing scenarios at the last minute. I don't tell anyone I'm doing this. Take this. You told me down you want to send a message to the kids, to the young, to everyone here and around the world. شو رسالتك؟ بالعربي.
رسالتي أنا اليوم قاعد على كرسي متحرك وأنتوا ما شاء الله عليكم كل واحد عنده الصحة والعافية. بغيت منكم أنكم تسوون شيء بسيط في حياتكم حتى لو كان عندك فراغ أنك تقدر تستمر وتواصل وتحصل اللي تبيه وتاخذ رمز من دولتك الإمارات العربية المتحدة. نحن اليوم واقفين في المسرح نوجه لكم رسالة عشان كل واحد يرفع من معنوياته ويرفع اسم بلاده.
مشكور مشكور مشكور. I'm going quickly to Rashid. Rashid with his great device and using technology to communicate with everyone. He's playing boccia. He's in the national team. He participated in the local competition and I think he has a lot of gold medals. عندك وايد ميداليات راشد صح؟ ها؟ شو العزوم؟ قوية؟ قول لهم. By the way, Rashid is one of the best player in the boccia. The last one, because I promised Mansour that I'm not going to him, this guy, hold the microphone. Muhammad Al-Shahi. When we were in Switzerland in the World Youth Games, Muhammad was participating in a 400 racing wheelchairs. He was full of energy. He completed the 400 and he did another 400 after the race finish.
Wow.
Said, I still have energy.
Wow.
Let me finish.
Well done.
محمد شو بتقول لهم عن مشاركتكم اليوم؟ لعبتك.
السلام عليكم، اسمي محمد أحمد الشحي، لاعب سباق كراسي المتحركة من 100 متر ل 1500 متر، وإن شاء الله ما نرضى إلا بالذهب.
شكرا يا محمد. عطى الميكروفون هني حق سارة منصور. Sarah will say the last words now on behalf of everyone. Sarah, what is your advice to the children, young and everyone?
First of all, happy Children's Day, everyone. And my advice for the children and people all around the world is always to stay happy, stay healthy, and care for the people you love. And always remember that to work hard, and remember also to stay positive all the time. As they say, there's no comparison between the sun and the moon because each shine when their time comes. So no matter how much time you have effort you have put inside, always it will come to, you will get the rewards and the result you've always wished for. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. How really amazing to have you all here. But I want to hear from you, Majid.
Okay.
Where do you get this energy from?
I had the polio when I was 2 years old. My life is full of challenge. Every minute, every second, every day. Getting into a wheelchair is a challenge. Getting my Kandora is a challenge. Climbing to the car is a challenge. Going to school, universities was a challenge. So it is inside the DNA. Within our DNA is the challenge. But I'm very proud to be an ambassador for UNICEF. I'm very proud now.
Of course, we are proud of you and would like to know what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot. 6 years or 7 years ago, I was elected as the president of the Asian Paralympic Committee, representing the United Arab Emirates, the country of the tolerance and peace. Now, in the UNICEF, it is very important because I wanted to unify all the children's voice for their good in different areas. And I can do that. In United Arab Emirates, the leadership gave us the confidence. They supported us. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid changed the term of disabled people to people of determination. And I think Her Excellency Hessa Buhmaid, Ministry of Community Development, has a lot of programs and initiatives for us. And this is the result, the fruitful outcomes of your program and support. So, my message to everyone, no matter what is the challenges you face every day, no matter what happens, you have hope, you have courage, you have determination. Just continue your way and achieve your goals. These 5 representatives of 38 athletes going to participate in 5 sports will represent the United Arab Emirates. They will fight for the flag of the United Arab Emirates. They are all wanted to tell you that they can and they are able. They are full stories of inspiration. So let's learn from them and send it to all over the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was really inspiring. Thank you very much. It's really an honor to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please. Thank you. And now for something completely different. We had a taste of them right at the start of the show. Circus Zambia is an amazing circus out of, you guessed it, Zambia. They are a young circus troupe whose main ambition is not only to juggle and fly through the air, but also to give young people life skills, to provide education and employment opportunities. Here they come. Welcome, Circus Zambia. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was really amazing. What a treat. And here is Gift, the leader of this amazing team. Hello.
Hello, hi.
So I'd like to know, how long do they need to learn and practice until they reach that level? And another thing, what Circus Zambia do really, and how do you, and what do you do with kids, children? What kind of initiatives you do?
Yeah, so a long time ago, when I say, I would invite you, all of you, to Zambia, and then when I say the do's and don'ts, they'll say come to Lusaka, Zambia. They'll definitely say go to see the Victoria Falls, but they'll say don't go to Chiboria, and that's where we come from. So we started Circus Zambia in 2015 because we wanted to change the image of drugs, criminality, which is enforced by the media. But
enforced by the media?
By the media, yeah.
Okay.
So we wanted to change that. We wanted to say there's young people that need the platform, there's young people that, want change, all they need is a platform again. So again, Circus Zambia equips young people with life skills, social skills, educational support, and job opportunities. We have what we call the body, mind, and soul. So in the body, we do the scholarship, school fees. In the, in the mind. In the body, is a roadmap for young people to become performers. And then in the soul, young people talk about different issues on social inclusion, water and sanitation, because all of these things, we face them in our community. And bring leaders, sit with them and engage with them on one-to-one.
That's really fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we have a special surprise. Guess who's coming to say hello to us? After all, we are in their home, Al Wasl Plaza. Yes, it's our Expo 2020 mascots, Latifa and Rashid. Salaam alaikum. Say hi to them. Thank you for having us in your home, and thank you for visiting us on World Children's Day. And another hello also to the two young students for Al-Mawakib Al-Magrood. You can see them next to Rashid and Latifa. Yara and Maryam. Basically, Maryam and Yara, welcome, are going to read us a very special story called Fatouh, the Mangrove Demon. It's one of a number of children's stories from around the world collected for Expo 2020. But this one is from right here in the United Arab Emirates. I hope, Maryam and Yara, the story is not too scary. Listen up, everyone, as Maryam and Yara read this charming tale with an important message.
Fatouh, the mangrove demon. The United Arab Emirates is a home to stunning mangroves, but none are as beautiful and majestic as the Kaaba mangroves in Sharjah.
It is here in the eastern region city where Fatouh, the fearsome jinn, lives. With long limbs, sharp claws, and the piercing eyes of a cat, Fatouh is a formidable creature, tall enough to touch the skies.
Fatouh doesn't like to leave his home in the mangrove, nor does he welcome visitors. You see, people have been unkind to Fatouh because of his appearance. The countless screams and moments of ridicule have hardened him, draining him of every drop of kindness and warmth.
One day, a woodcutter ventured into the mangrove forest to fetch some dry wood to sell. He arrived early in the morning and started counting his blessings. When he chanced upon a large amount of good quality wood, he set to work and worked very hard indeed until the midday heat bore into his back. My, how the time got away from him.
The woodcutter was so focused on his work that he didn't notice Fatouh's shadow drift over him. He raised his head and saw the demon's long arms and legs, the sharp claws on his fingers and toes. He trembled as his gaze met Fatouh's yellow, feline-like eyes. The demon hissed and bared his razor-sharp teeth.
The woodcutter threw his wood onto the ground and ran as fast as his legs could carry him. Fatouh took off after him, thrilled by the chase. Fatouh thought about all the unkind things he could do to this mindless man who dared to enter his forest.
Maybe I could tickle him. Or, oh, maybe I could blow raspberries in his face. I could call him a goat. Oh, what if I tripped him? Ha! I could hang him from the branches by the sleeves of his kandura.
The man ran fast as his sandals would allow, but he was no match for Fatouh. After a while, the man slowed to catch his breath, and Fatouh seized his weakness as an opportunity to pounce. He leapt on him, knocking him to the ground. The woodcutter fought hard, but Fatouh was not going to back down.
Ah! Fatouh roared and, terrified by the ferocity of the demon's cry, the woodcutter fell to the ground unconscious. Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, Fatouh mumbled, scratching the back of his head. He poked the man, nothing. He shouted at him, but his piercing cries did not jolt the man's senses. Did he just take this man's life? His confusion quickly turned into regret and sadness.
He held the man's body in his arms, and for the first time in a long time, he wept. He wept because he had been foolish. He wept because he hurt a man who had done nothing to deserve this treatment. He wept because of all the unfriendly attention his appearance attracted. He wept because he always tried to hurt people before they could hurt him first.
The man groaned. Fatouh's relief crashed over him like a tidal wave. Shh, shh, it's okay. You're alive and you're safe, Fatouh whispered to him gently. The man's eyelids slowly fluttered open. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I shouldn't have scared you. Please forgive me. I'll never hurt you or anyone else again. He promised, seeing the fear behind the man's eyes.
The man nodded, still dazed. A weak smile crept over his face. You are known to be fearsome, Fatouh. Why do you let people believe that? He asked the jinn. Fatouh was caught off guard. Nobody had ever cared enough to ask him that. In the warm company of the woodcutter, Fatouh began to realize that acts of kindness and forgiveness produce far more pleasure than those of fear and revenge. It was in the mangrove forest of Kalba where Fatouh pledged to never hurt anyone again.
He invited the woodcutter back to his home with the offer, not just firewood, but friendship as well. The woodcutter gratefully accepted, acknowledging that friends can come in all shapes and sizes. The end!
Well done, and a very nice message, Maryam and Yara, about accepting everyone for who they are. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please welcome Her Excellency Reem Abdulla Al-Falasi, Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Motherhood and Childhood, and Mr. Ted Chaiban, the Regional Director for the Middle East and North Africa for Unicef. So, can I begin with you, Ted? Well, World Children's Day is an important date on your calendar. However, this year is even more special and important as it's UNICEF's 75th anniversary. Can you reflect on the work UNICEF has been doing over those 75 years and the challenges you face?
Thank you very much, Maysoon, and it's such a pleasure to be with you today. Since the years after World War II, when UNICEF started, in times of peace, in times of conflict, in low income, in middle income, in high income contexts, UNICEF has been fighting for child rights, for the realization of child rights. And we now have 13,000 staff members in 190 countries that continue to do this work. What are the challenges today? The challenges today continue to be to leave no child behind, to make sure that every child has access to quality education, that they have a channel to address their mental health, that they're protected from violence, that their voice is heard, to get the best of themselves and to save and protect the planet. Thank you.
Thank you. That's really inspiring. What does today mean to you, Ted?
Look, I think it's a special day. It's a special day to be with young people. It's a special day to be here at Expo 2020. And on behalf of the entire UNICEF family, let me say how proud we are to be associated with Expo 2020, how proud we are to be in a place where children's rights are respected, and to see so many young people present themselves, to fight for their rights, and speak up for themselves.
Thank you, Ted. Your Excellency, let me turn to you now. In your role, you work for children and with children. This is amazing, right?
Absolutely.
Interesting. So I know that the UAE is perhaps unique in involving children in ways that ensure their opinions are heard. Could you tell us more about some of the wonderful initiatives like the Children's Advisory Council and the Emirates Children's Parliament?
Thank you, Maysoon. I truly feel blessed, working with children. Something for you to know is that both initiatives are too close to my heart and too close to Her Highness's heart, the Mother of the Nation, who supports us all the way. both initiatives were ideas from children themselves. So the Children's Advisory Council came up from a brainstorm session of children, and I'm so proud of them here. Children Advisory Council, please say hi. And children of Emirati Children's Parliament. Round of applause. So Children's Advisory Council came up with the idea of having the Children's Parliament, who is now with us today. So it's a message
That's really interesting. And to be frank with you, everybody wants to work with children. They're so passionate, they're so energetic, and they have nothing to hide.
Absolutely.
They're so courageous. I think it's time now to invite children and young people back on stage. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Priyanka Lala and Abi Chams, UNICEF Youth Advocates. Of course, we met Abby previously and enjoyed that fabulous performance. Let me introduce you to Priyanka, who's 15 years old. She is passionate about promoting the rights of children and has single-handedly organized several national advocacy campaigns on issues such as child sexual abuse and the environment. In 2018, she was among the first cohort of teenagers in her country, Trinidad and Tobago, to become a national child rights ambassador. Since then, her advocacy has expanded internationally. Last week, she was at COP26, advocating urgent actions to fight climate change. Welcome, Priyanka, and it's my pleasure to invite Gitanjali Rao back to join us. And Priyanka, would you like to take over?
Thank you very much. And it's a pleasure to join you all today. Gitanjali, you're an inspiration in your work in science and technology. So what's next? Gitanjali, it is my pleasure to announce your appointment as UNICEF Youth Advocate. You will join youth leaders across the world who are unified in a collective manner to realize every right for every child globally. Your brilliant mind and your dedication will assist UNICEF's mission to reimagine a future fit for every child. Congratulations, Gitanjali.
Congratulations, Gitanjali. Best of luck to you. And we have more. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Saeed Limtawi. Abby, would you like to do the honors?
Saeed is 18. He is a committed young leader from the United Arab Emirates. He is a member of the Emirati Children's Parliament, the Emirates Planning Association, and the Dubai Police Safety Ambassadors. Saeed contributed to and spoke to several events and workshops on leadership and empowerment, including the UAE Government Leaders Program. He is actively supporting the UAE Supreme Council for Children and Motherhood in promoting the well-being and development for mothers and children in the country. Saeed, on behalf of UNICEF, it is my pleasure to announce you as UNICEF Youth Advocate. You are the first from the Middle East region. Your country is hosting today and giving us, children and young leaders, a platform for which to advocate for change. You are soon launching a campaign promoting mental health awareness amongst adolescents, and there is so much more on your plate. Congratulations.
I would like to say something. It's really a historical moment to all of us. And I would like to express my thanks to all of you. Today we are starting and establishing a new era of development in this field. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Mtawwa. Congratulations. Of course, thank you, Mr. Chaiban. Thank you, Abby and Priyanka, and congratulations to UNICEF's newest youth advocates for 2021, Gitanjali Rao and Saeed Limtawi. I would like to thank everybody, a huge thank you to everyone who made today possible. Thank you to our magnificent performers and speakers. A very special thank you to the magnificent Emirates Youth Symphony Orchestra who have accompanied us throughout our journey today. Thank you, Mr. Qudsi. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you. Of course, we couldn't have done this without our partners, the United Arab Emirates Ministry of Community Development and Unicef. And a big thank you to all of you for coming today to celebrate World Children's Day with us here at Al Wasl Plaza. And because it's such an important day and we are all feeling so good, we are going to finish on an incredibly high note. She's one of the best-known singers across the region. Her songs have been played hundreds of millions of times. She has nearly 24 million followers on social media, yes. And we are so proud to call her a UNICEF Regional Ambassador. And to celebrate World Children's Day, she has written a special song for us. Please welcome Yara singing her new song, بدنا نعيش.
تصحى
أغنية جميلة جدا من امرأة جميلة قلبا وقالبا. جمالك جمال يا ست
حضرتك
يارا.
اللي جمالك جمال.
جمالك جمال.
جمال اللي وين نحن موجودين.
واليوم
وجمال كل
مميز
الحضور.
كمان. خبرينا عن هاليوم، شو بيعني ليارا يوم الطفل العالمي؟
أول شيء طبعا مساء الخير لكل الموجودين. سعيدة وبشرفني جدا أكون موجودة معكم بهالحفل المميز مع اليونيسف
طبعا
وبإكسبو 2020 دبي، وطبعا بهالنهار المميز اليوم العالمي للطفل اللي هو كتير بيعني لي، لأنه عندي نقطة ضعف كتير كبيرة تجاه الأطفال. مشان هيك حبيت إني أقدم هالأغنية اللي سمعتوها.
ما رح تبكي ها؟ ما رح تبكي، دمع عيونك
شوي. فحبيت أقدم هيدي الأغنية.
جميلة جدا، بدنا نعيش.
صح.
خلص
أكيد بدنا نعيش. أكيد. فتعبير يعني عن محبة ودعم لهالأطفال. إن شاء الله تعجبكم.
وأنت خير ممثل لليونيسف وللأطفال وصرختهم مسموعة. شكرا كثير لك. رح نسمع بعد أغاني طبعاً. Children, ladies and gentlemen, Yara and a nice show up there.
بنظرة بتعمل هيك، بتاخدني ليك وبموت عليك. ما بعرف شو اللي عم يسحرني هيك، لمسة ايديك، ضحكة عينيك، حسيت بقربك بالامان، صرت بزمان غير اللي كان. حسيت بقربك بالامان، صرت بزمان غير اللي كان. عم اعشق انا، عم اخلق من اول وجديد اسمك انا، عم البس خاتم عمري بالايد. عم اعشق انا، عم اخلق من اول وجديد اسمك انا، عم البس خاتم عمري بالايد. عم حس بلون الدنيا أحلى صار، عم عيش نهار بألف نهار. عم يضحك قلبي مثل ولاد صغار، صرت المشوار وعليك بغار. حسيت بقربك بالأمان، صرت بزمان غير اللي كان. حسيت بقربك بالأمان، صرت بزمان غير اللي كان. عم أعشق أنا، عم أخلق من أول وجديد اسمك أنا، عم ومن بين كل الناس علقني من يوم شفته وعيني جات في عينه حسيت بشي في عيونه حيل يجذبني لما ابتسم بنت بوجهي تلاوينا صدفة ومن بين كل الناس علقني من يوم شفته وعيني جات في عينه حسيت بشي في عيونه حيل يجذبني ولما ابتسم بنت بوجهي تلاوينا عنك أبدا مهما الزمان يطول. رح يجي بكرة وباقي لك على طول. وحياتك مش فرقانة عندي شو ما صار، قلبي من دونك ما بيفرق ثلج ونار. خليها الدنيا تعرف قلبي مين اختار. انت خلي كل الناس تشوف كيف منغني كيف بنسهر. حبك نساني لحروف غيرك ما بدي اتذكر. قصة صارت عالمك شوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع. من هاللحظة منك ايامي صارت ملكك لا ما بدي غيرك حدا. خلي كل الناس تشوف حبك نساني لحروف. قصة صارت عالمكشوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع. نية لك فيي ونية لعيوني فيك. من كل الدنيا انت اللي رح نقيك. وحياتك مش فرقانة عندي شو ما صار، قلبي من دونك ما بيفرق ثلج ونار. خليها الدنيا تعرف قلبي مين اختار. انت خلي كل الناس تشوف كيف منغني كيف بنسهر. حبك نساني لحروف غيرك ما بدي اتذكر. قصة صارت عالمكشوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع. من هاللحظة عملك ايامي صارت ملكك لا ما بدي غيرك حدا. خلي كل الناس تشوف كيف منغني كيف بنسهر. حبك نساني لحروف غيرك ما بدي اتذكر. قصة صارت عالمكشوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع. وحياتك مش فرقانة عندي شو ما صار، قلبي من دونك ما بيفرق ثلج ونار. خليها الدنيا تعرف قلبي مين اختار. انت خلي كل الناس تشوف كيف منغني كيف بنسهر. حبك نساني لحروف غيرك ما بدي اتذكر. قصة صارت عالمكشوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع. من هاللحظة منك ايامي صارت ملكك لا ما بدي غيرك حدا. خلي كل الناس تشوف حبك نساني لحروف. قصة صارت عالمكشوف خلي اللي مش سامع يسمع.
شكرا. ثانك يو.